Reddit Martian back with another tip-top video for you. r/AskReddit. What is an important piece of advice you can give for those moving into the real world? Just because you have the money to buy something doesn't mean that you can afford it. I think quote that was said in different subreddit fits here. If you can afford something, just barely you can't afford it. The intensity of your social life will likely change, and this is mostly a good thing. But be prepared for it. Being outside of school means you are free from a lot of the weird drama that comes with doing everything in a closed system with roughly the same people. There is still drama, but you can almost always escape it because your life is divided now. You don't live with all your friends and work with them. On the other hand, making new social connections is a new challenge because you aren't thrown into a closed system with people all at your stage of life with many of the same problems. But making friends definitely happens. For me, wherever I was in life, it always took me about 1 year to make one new close friend. Patience is key. I would say you make fewer social connections, but a lot of them are of higher quality. A last piece of advice. Don't view work as your only source, or even your primary source, for friends, dates, and hookups. Try to keep part of your social life separate. College is the last time in life where everyone you know your age is roughly doing the same thing and experiencing the same challenges. From here on out, everyone's paths will differ, and that's okay. Some of your friends will get married or have children. Some won't. Work experiences and careers will be vastly different. You stop moving in lockstep with your peers. Be very careful of being dragged into any sort of workplace drama politics. That friendly co-worker who is dishing you all the dirt as you learn the ropes is looking for allies. You have no obligation to hang out with these people in a social setting. The person that makes a beeline to you to give you all the inside dirt is the office butthole. They wanna befriend you, so you give them more juicy gossip to spread. A person who tells you other people's secrets tells your secrets to those other people. Never stop learning. Keep up with your old hobbies and interests, and pick up new ones. Takes classes, free ones and pay for those you can afford. Join groups for people with your interests so you can learn from them and learn from teaching them. I think it's just as important to avoid complacency. It is incredibly addictive, and if you're not someone who has a surplus of self-discipline, reversing the bad habit is going to be a bitch. Letting yourself having lazy days is fine and healthy, but keep yourself in check. They can quickly become the norm. Have a budget and stick to it. Know the difference between wanting something and needing something. Don't forget to add a treat yourself line in the budget. Don't focus on what other people have do. Stay in your lane and focus on you and yours. Get a cast iron skillet. Cast iron skillet is the most useful thing I own. Look after your teeth because they are expensive to fix. Toothpaste, a good toothbrush and dental floss are cheap, so use them well. Look after your credit rating. It is difficult to fix when it goes wrong, and also remember that things do go wrong, so perhaps have a small contingency available if you can. Learn to save and budget so you know how much you can use and save comfortably. Be good to yourself and look after mental health. Even though money goes in and out of your account automatically doesn't mean you never have to look at your bank account. Just a quick daily check of your balance and spendings will keep you out of a lot of troubles. This is an excellent tip. Money management feels completely different when it's an actual number and not an estimate in your head. It's okay to say number. It's just a job. There will be others. Don't try fitting in if it requires you to break your personal values. Being respectful and polite is cool. Don't just react to things. Think critically. Take a few seconds to analyze situations and come up with conclusions. Always be self-aware and never let people use your emotions against you. When furnishing your home with stuff you find on the side of the road, it's fine to take hard things, tables, art, etc. But never pick up soft things, upholstered chairs, carpets. Even with hard things you have to be careful. Lots of places critters can hide, even in tables. If you're unhappy with your job, put tons of effort into finding a new one ASAP. Also learn to recognize toxic work environments. I once saw a guy quit his job in under 4 hours. Just note right out. A few years back I saw a dude quit immediately after a bad meeting. It was about 10 tech people in meeting. Boss outlines vision of new product. Tech dude explains why this is not a good idea. Boss has a rant about how he can't have negative people on the team and maybe tech dude needs to step out of the meeting while they finish up. Tech dude leaves room, goes to his desk and writes resignation. Boss was surprised. Why you quitting? Tech dude, you don't want my input. You don't respect my views. The real world is actually really small. Be careful of burning bridges because you'd be surprised how easy it is to run into someone years and years after you last saw them. Here's the biggest mind duck I've had related to this. I moved to a different town across the country for a new job. My current landlord is the mother of a girl I studied with in university on a separate continent. My rent is cheap. I live 8 minutes drive from work. The neighborhood is reasonably safe. Yet it's very accessible, which means I can invite friends to come over. I'd be ducked out of the perfect place to live had I been mean to this girl. When I was in uni I was super stressed. People would always say to me, if you're this stressed now, wait until you get out into the real world. I've been out in the real world for 2 decades now and it's been so much easier than uni. Go out there and enjoy post-uni life. Not everyone is going to like you regardless of what you do. Trust your gut instinct. It's called that for a reason. Take no shirt but do no harm. Meaning don't be a prick but put people in their place when necessary. Legal and illegal are not the same as right and wrong. Don't expect things to work out in your favor just because you did the right thing. There is no invisible hand that punishes the bad and rewards the good. Don't waste your time worrying if you can help it. It just drags you down and makes you weaker. Hit the gym when you can. Boy, will it make you feel better. And smile. Make a conscious effort to smiling more. It'll be reciprocated and it will make you feel good. Apply the 10th of October 2010 rule. Will it matter in 10 minutes? Will it matter in 10 days? Will it matter in 10 years? Really helps put a problem into perspective. Everyone makes mistakes. There is no real point in constantly trying to avoid novel mistakes. Instead, accept that you are human. And instead make sure to learn from your mistakes when they happen. This isn't a mistake. It's a happy little accident. Bob Ross. There will be someone who will hate your guts for no particular reason. Even if you are friendly with them. Or even more so. It will not be your fault. Agreed. Also, something I've been learning in the last couple of years, and it's taken me until my late 20s early 30s, is that some people are literally just horrible, toxic, whatever, and that's what they are. And not a thing you do or say will change that. Don't waste the energy. You don't have to know how to do everything. Knowing how to learn, and being willing to put the effort into learning it, is more important than knowing any one skill. Your attitude is more important than aptitude. An employer can teach you the specific skills needed, but if you aren't a person that people want to be around, then why would they bother? Familiarize yourself with your region's Landlord Tenancy Act. Know your right and what's expected of you in terms of rent and damage security deposits. If something is too good to be true, it probably is. People will try to take advantage of you, and you'll probably fall for it sometimes. It's how you learn. Don't be too down on yourself, just learn from it and move on. Always negotiate before signing any contract. A contract should be an agreement between the parties, not just a means for someone to have the upper hand. Don't forget to take care of your physical health. Often people get so caught up in life they forget all about working out, eating right. Most of us end up in sedentary jobs. You don't need to train like an Olympic athlete. Just being active 3 times a week or something is good enough. Maybe picking up a new sport can help you make new friends while you stay fit. Do you know what you are? That's right, you're a champ. Thanks for watching. Like and share if you enjoyed. Don't forget the bell. Subscribe for more videos. See you soon, Martians.